Are you looking to upgrade your crossbow this year, or are you looking to buy a brand new one? This is one thing that you want to keep in mind when you're picking a crossbow out. This is Crossbow Appreciation Month right here on Death by Bunjie. It is 31 videos in 31 days. My voice will never be the same after this month. It never is. But this week on Crossbow Appreciation Month, we're going to do a bunch of videos about choosing the right crossbow for you and your crossbow seasons. If you're picking out a crossbow, one thing you want to keep in mind is there's one thing you can't upgrade on these crossbows. Now, I'm big on upgrading stuff, right? Bunjie behind me, I've gone through a lot of different kinds of strings. You can change the strings, you can change the cables out, you can get customs made. You can change this stuff yourself. I've done it myself. Brand new Hybrid-X from Excalibur. Went and changed the string on that, no problem. Changed out the cables, the whole bit. I just changed the strings, I just changed the cables, I just changed the limbs on this crossbow, as you know. And I want you to see my first shot at 20 yards. Look what I got. If that is not Excalibur perfection, I don't know what is. It's also a testament to the Burris Oracle X, because I had it trued in a little bit before playing around with it, but it is dialed in now, and that's with a 150 grainer on here, so that's a 450 grain arrow traveling 415 feet per second. Out of this crossbow, first shot, kaboom! Changed the strings and cables on this guy. We're going to do a video on that soon. That stuff can be done. You can do this stuff yourself. You can pimp it out with brand new strings and cables, get some customs made from a variety of companies. Some of them you want to watch the warranty before you go playing with stuff like that, but it can be done. What else can we customize? We can add rubber on here. I'm not a big fan of rubber on the limbs or anything like that, but I do add rubber to the stirrups from time to time. Maybe you've got an arrow retention spring you want to put some rubber on. This is the Patriot, the SWAT X1, waiting for a new scope. Pretty exciting. You got to tune in on Crossbow Appreciation Month to find out more about that. I'm very excited about it, and I hope you are too. But that goes right on here on this Weaver style rail. But nonetheless, we can put a scope on here and customize that to your liking. Some people like the speed style scopes, the vintage scopes. Other people like the modern range-finding scopes like I prefer. Some people like red dot stuff. I shot out of one of those and I can see an application for it. It's not my bag, but if it works for you, good for you. Different strokes for different folks, right? There's a new scope, just did a video on the Zoom FFP from Hawk. That's a pretty cool scope, and I can see why that would work, especially for you guys who like the higher speed, faster crossbows. I like to customize the grips on my crossbows, stirrups. You know, you can customize the stirrup, put a different stirrup on there. You can put gotta grip cheek pads on here to get a better cheek weld and all that kind of stuff. What else do I like to customize, huh? Arrows. I like playing around with arrows, right? Make my own custom arrows. Change out the vanes, change out the inserts, make them heavier, make them lighter, make them longer, make them shorter. There's no end to what you can do to customize your crossbow. You can even customize the triggers. Put in different triggers. If you don't like the trigger that came on your crossbow, lots of times you can customize the triggers. We had a young man who customized his center point trigger at a recent gathering that I went to. Pretty cool stuff. There's one thing that you cannot upgrade on your crossbow, and that is speed. This crossbow ain't going to get faster. It's only going to get slower. Once you pick your crossbow out, you are now married to that speed. That is the fastest that crossbow is going to shoot. It will not improve over that. You can't speed it up. You're kind of stuck with, married to that speed. Now, in 2025, when I'm making this video, if you're going to go out and buy a crossbow, buy a modern crossbow, a crossbow that shoots a modern speed. That, according to the rules set forth by Bunjie, right here in my book, The Death by Bunjie Crossbow Method. It's a very thick book, right? Lots of good stuff in here. The rule of 400. You basically should be looking at a crossbow in this day and age that shoots about 400 feet per second with an arrow that weighs about 400 grains, right? If you're in that mix, you're in in the 0.7 slugs of momentum category, and you are shooting a modern crossbow. And that will really get the job done on just about any hunt that you and I are going to go out there on. It gives you all the options as far as broadheads are concerned and everything else. Basically, just don't be looking at crossbows that can't perform under those standards, and you should be fine. You want to go faster? You want to go faster? You want the ultra modern speeds of 450 and above? Yeah, go for it. What speed is right for you? Let me know your thoughts in the comments. And until next time, which is tomorrow, all hail Bunjie.